Hey there, guys. I'm going to talk today about the ADM, this Mod 2 rifle here. If you're curious, this is a tester rifle sent to me by ADM. I'm not sure how much that really affects my opinion about it at this point. But yep, they sent me this gun to take a look at, and I have done so. I've been using it, like training with it, using it in classes, even handing it over to, hey, go take it and use it. Have a good time. Oh, you didn't bring your rifle? Here, you can use this one today. Like that kind of a thing. It's got about 10,000 rounds through it at this point. I've used it both with the RC3 attached and not attached because that affects the characteristics a little bit when you're actually using it. The big selling point on this rifle is the lower. People love the lower. It's like fully ambidextrous, 45-degree safety. It's got like kind of the bolt release with the trigger finger deal that I like, so I don't need to put a bad lever on it. That's the lower people talk about and they really like. Also, the way the rifle's gassed. What do they see here on the website? It's our precision hand-lapped Criterion barrels and your choice of suppressor-ready muzzle devices. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is the gun. Now, the way the gun is gassed, or the recoil impulse from it, is, I would say, super smooth. It's very, very nice. This is, I would say, I think precisely the same. I think it's precisely the same configuration as the custom-built Alpine research gun that I got earlier in the year, except this is like the out-of-the-box solution. This isn't custom. It was just made like, oh, what do you want? Like, pick your barrel length, muzzle device, and whatever, we'll send that to you. So I got the same thing, shooting it side by side. Now, as far as like an out of the box type of deal, this thing it shoots extremely smooth. People shooting it, especially with RC3 attached to it, people are like, there's no recoil. This thing shoots like a BB gun. That's very, very common. Anybody that uses this thing, they'll shoot it and they'll be like, whoa, this thing is super smooth, super nice, doesn't recoil a whole lot. Compared to the, like the BCM guns, they're a little, they're cheaper. Obviously, they're overgassed. They're going to be super reliable, blah, blah, blah. They're less money. Compared to that, like this thing it feels like you're cheating. You can definitely see where the extra cost goes when you're using the gun. And I put this in a lot of people's hands that use these guns or guns like this for work all the time, that kind of thing. And the feedback was very uniform. Like everybody who shot it, they're like, whoa, like this is like completely different deal than the rifles that I'm used to. And that was pretty much everybody's feedback when they were using it. Now, again, comparing it to the custom-built Alpine research gun that I got, like the Alpine research gun is just by a nose. A little bit smoother shooting, like the recoil impulse is a little bit softer and smoother, I would say, with no suppressor on it. With the suppressor on, I can't tell a difference between the two rifles. So to me, that says a lot. If this is like just an out-of-the-box gun, compared to the a custom built deal, that says quite a lot. They're very similar in cost, by the way, and this is very. I mean, it's on par with the Alpine research gun that I got earlier in the year. Everybody who I hand this thing, and so again, a lot of guys experience, they all love it. Now, okay, at this point, about 10,000 rounds on it. I have not had any malfunctions. I've not had any issues. To be honest, I haven't had anything to complain about. I mean, even today, I got a little bit squirrely with it, and I shot it hard enough that the suppressor was red hot on here. And, I'm confident that both the Surefire suppressor and the gun are going to be fine from that type of abusive stuff. I mean, I don't know any other way to say it. As far as I can tell, this ADM gun, it fucks. It's great. It's one of those situations where I get a gun and I'm just like, this is a rare situation where it's like, I don't know that I would change anything about this. If you ask me like, hey, what would you change about this thing? I can't think of I don't know what I would want different about it. And yeah, there it is. I don't praise stuff, in such glowing fashion all the time, but I'm telling you, this ADM thing, it seems like a big winner to me. And like I said, all the other guys that I've hey, shoot this, try this thing, tell me what you think. Everybody loves it. It's been in my hands for a while. I mean, the guys that follow on Instagram know, I've had this thing for a little while, and now there's enough rounds on it that I can say, it seems really, really good so far. No malfunctions, no issues, no problems. And I can't think of anything, honestly, I can't think of anything I'd change about the gun at this point. I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to keep shooting it. And I think in time I'll know more. But it's looking very, very positive for ADM. It's a super duper gun.